Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be drawing Jimin from BTS. I have already done a how to draw Jungkook. If you want to see that, I'll probably link it in the description if I remember. But real quick, before we do jump into the video, I wanted to mention this right now because I know most people don't actually watch, like every drawing tutorial to the very end. And I really don't blame you because they are pretty long, but I just want to make this intro short and sweet. I wanted to mention a few things such as my Patreon. As you guys know, I do have one. Link will also be in the description. I'll also pin it at the comments probably. But I'm thinking of adding a lot of new benefits slash rewards. So right now, as it is, you guys would get monthly commissions depending on what tier you selected. Also, even a YouTube shout out. But there's also going to be some new ones, like maybe depending on what tier you select, I can put you guys as like a side character in one of my mangas, and then when it becomes a webtoon, I can even put you guys as a side character there. And then I was also thinking maybe every time someone signs up or something, I can give you like a headshot of yourself, like a self-portrait type thing. So yeah, I have a lot of ideas, and I really want to get them going because I think they sound really cool. But it all depends on your guys' feedback. So please let me know what you think, because depending on how it does, like I said, I will definitely look into it. But besides that, I also, of course, do have an Instagram. You guys can follow me there. I'm also taking commissions there. And the final thing that I wanted to mention is I really want to know if you guys would like to see me go live on YouTube, because I have many ideas for that as well. But if you guys could, please comment down below what you'd like me to do if I ever went live, whether that be like a gameplay, another drawing tutorial, anything and everything, as long as I'm comfortable with it, of course. But please let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is drawing his face shape. And the photo that I chose for him is a little interesting because he is sucking on a sucker. I thought it'd be kind of interesting and not too boring. But you're gonna start with a shape like this, almost like a bird, that's sideways, I guess, but it's a little bit more defined and whatnot. This is his cheek, and then you can stop right here because that's where the sucker is gonna come in. I'll even put it right here, like a little circle. But you're gonna continue down here just a little bit, and that will be his chin. Once you get this done, make it pretty round for the most part, because if any of you are like a huge fan, his face is like a baby face. He is actually my second favorite. But then you're going to come and round it kind of like that, and then that will be his jawline. And about right here is where we're going to put in his ear. And I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. And then I'm going to also put in his neck, which is a little bit away from his chin. And then his other part of it, the back of it, would be right here. And it does bend or crease a little bit right here because he is at a certain angle, which I'm going to put in some of his clothes just to get it in place. Okay, and now let's start with his eyes. And by the way, this top part, actually, you don't see all of it because his hair does cover some of it up. But I'm going to start with his nose, actually. So a little bit away from here. You're going to make a little line and then come out like so. And it's going to stop about right here. And then put in his nostril. And there's the nose. And now let's start with his eyes next. So in this particular photo, they are kind of, if this makes any sense, like they're slightly closed. Not trying to be racist, but he has really, really pretty eyes, though, I will say. Okay, so you're gonna make a pretty, like an almond shape type thing, and I'll zoom in a little bit. But it's gonna be pretty almond, and it's gonna be something like that. And then I'm gonna make this darker probably. And I think, if I am not mistaken, he is wearing some eyeshadow, because we all know that some of them wear some makeup. Not like a whole lot, but anyway. Yeah, then you can go in and shade his eye. I'm not gonna give it too much detail because that looks fine to me. And then I'm gonna try to do the same thing over here. So put a little line, making sure they're kind of even. And pretty much just do what you did over there. And I'm gonna make sure that this is actually even though, so yeah, give me 1 second. Let me try to get this in place. Okay, so now I'm gonna shade it just like the other one, and for right now, that's all we're gonna do for those. So let's go in with his mouth next, and I might actually change the position of this sucker because I don't think it's completely in the right area, but let's see. So right where you put that little circle, we're gonna start with his upper lip, and it's gonna be pretty basic shape, just like that. It's gonna overlap the top part of the sucker. And then right here, we're gonna put like a dark line type thing, and then his bottom lip will come underneath it. And right now I know it looks pretty darn weird, but his mouth is slightly open, so I'm gonna try to make that a little bit more obvious. Probably try to perkin it up some. Okay, so re-looking at it though, I realized his chin is popping out a little bit, and I wanted to fix it off camera, but I thought, why not? I'll just actually do it on camera so that you guys can see what I'm doing. If yours looks fine, you don't have to change it, of course, but it's actually a little bit more shaped like that, and then his chin comes up at like a higher angle, I guess. So yeah, I usually do change things as I go. For the most part, though, everything is still in place, though. I think that looks fine for right now. And I'm going to shade his lips a little bit. And then for the sucker, you can draw like a little horizontal line type thing. I'm not going to make it look that fabulous, so you don't have to worry if yours doesn't look that great. But then right here, about in the center of it, I'm going to start with the stick part of it. And of course, this probably is not actually straight, so I'll probably try to fix it up a little bit so that it doesn't look like curvy or anything. But right here is where his hand is going to start, and I'm actually going to stop right here though. We can finish the hand in just a minute, but I wanted to finish the rest of his face, like his eyebrows and hair, and also his ear detail. You don't have to be perfect with that either, so I'm just kind of winging it. And his little tiny earring right here. I think that's what it looks like. Can't see that well in the photo. And then I am going to make his eyelids a little bit shaded, indicating that, I don't know, I just find it so pretty. So that's what you should have. And let's put in his eyebrow, about right here. I like to put sometimes like little hairs, kind of like making it obvious that it's an eyebrow. So you don't have to do that, of course, but it's up to you. Okay, and then once you get this done, I actually might change these later, but let's start with his hair. So about where his nose is, we're gonna start putting in some hair right here. And they do kind of split, so in this particular photo, he has like the pink hair. We all know that they kind of change hair colors and hairstyles quite often. So I'm not too sure how recent this is. Again, I am a recent ARMY, so I probably don't know like the half of it. But yeah, this is the one that we are looking off of. And someone actually did recommend me, recommend for me to do like a hair tutorial. So if anyone is still watching around this area, please let me know in the comments as well if you would like to see that, because hair is pretty difficult and I'm not even that great at it, to be honest. Like, it always looks pretty bad when I first start it, and then I always do try to like fix it, clean it up a little bit. But we all know that I am not perfect at hair. Not even the slightest. So it's okay if you're not that good. Everyone has their weak point. Like for me, I actually do struggle with hands and sometimes noses. I don't know why, but recently I've not been able to draw like a perfect nose. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you would like to see like a hair tutorial. Okay, so now we can finish with the hand. So I'm gonna draw a little like fingernail right here. Let's zoom back in, and then gonna overlap one finger on this one, so it's gonna come down a little bit further. And you're not gonna see all of that though, because the stick of the having a brain fart. The stick of the sucker does kind of overlap that. But for right now, I'm just gonna overlap all of the fingers and just draw them all in. The pinky does kind of do something like that. You're gonna see a lot of wrinkles right here because it is bending. Okay, so now I am going to erase a little bit of this though, and then I'm gonna come in with this, try to make it look like it makes sense. Hopefully that looks right. It doesn't look right, actually. I'm probably gonna change the position because I kind of failed at it. So yeah, don't mind me if I change that as well. I would recommend using like a ruler or something that's straight. In fact, I might do that right now. Okay, so I did get one of my books, and I'm just going to show you guys on camera me attempting to get this actually straight. So I'm just gonna come in. Okay, that really didn't change much. So it's probably this side that needs to be fixed. I know this probably looks really dorky, but I'm trying to make this look straight. You guys can't really tell that much on camera, but I see it right here. You know what? It's fine. It's okay. Doesn't look that great, but it's okay. Does not have to be perfect. So I hope you guys don't mind. Let's just continue. Okay, so he is wearing something kind of fuzzy, but he's also wearing like a shirt as well. So I'm gonna wing it. I probably won't get all of this right as well, but again, it's fine. You do see one of his shoulders over here. And let's see, I can barely tell. I think it's a jacket. That's what it is. And then one of his other arms, his arm over here, kind of overlaps this one. And I would actually recommend using this kind of technique because he is wearing something kind of fuzzy. Again, though, that is up to you. You don't have to. And you can't see his thumb. That's the weird thing. I don't know where it's at, but I'm just going to draw it because it's freaking me out. Let me retry that. So you don't have to do that because I can't see it in the photo, but I just wanted to do it anyway. And I don't know where this hand is, so there's that. I do apologize if I kind of went all over the place. I kind of got confused with his clothes. So I think this is part of his shirt, and he's wearing like a striped shirt. So, and obviously we can't see the whole photo, so I'm going to stop about right here as far as like his body goes. So you don't have to worry about the whole body, of course. But since I can't see the rest of the photo on the picture, I'm just going to make it up because I don't want this to look really weird. I know this probably doesn't look completely accurate. My apologies. Let's just draw like his jacket kind of like falling off one of his shoulders. Something like that. Okay, and the final thing, by the way, I just put some stripes there. You guys don't have to do anything special if you want to look off that real quick. But the final thing that I wanted to do on camera is shade everything, and then we are done. So real quick, I'm going to darken up his hair a little bit. That way it doesn't like mix in and blend in. I like to make some things pop out a little bit. Once you get this done, I'm just gonna turn my pencil sideways a little bit and do this effect. Pretty easy. It's like a pretty, it's like, for me, it's like my lazy technique type thing, but it's actually really effective, like, and it looks good. Doesn't really look that bad. But down here, by the way, you will see some of his hair have some shadows and whatnot, so I'm just gonna kind of go crazy with it. And there is like a highlight slash like shine, so I'm probably gonna do that as well. Yeah, see, it's not the best looking, but it is totally fine. So I'm actually going to take my eraser and try to go across like that. And I think that is about it for this video. I might do one more thing with his jacket, and then I will come back and tell you what I did, and that will be the end of the video. Alright, there you guys have it. This is my video tutorial on how to draw Jimin from BTS. I really, really hope you guys like it. It was so much fun. I actually had so much trouble trying to film this video. I want to say this was my 7th attempt. Every single time I tried, something went wrong. I messed up in the intro, or the picture just turned out weird. Something always failed, so really happy it turned out okay. I really hope you guys like it. If you want any more BTS members, please by all means let me know. And like I said in the intro, please check out everything in the description. And yeah, that will be it for this video. Thank you guys so much again. I will be back with another video here very soon.